Hello and welcome to Popalong RC, and in this video we're going to finally get the TT02 on the track and see how it compares to the TT01. So hopefully you have seen our videos of the unboxing of the TT01 and TT02, and you've also seen the build video where I showed off this fantastic shell on the TT02 Ford GT. Now this is a stunning looking car, but how did it perform on the track? The Tamiya class is really growing at our local club at the moment. I've designed up some more t-shirts which you can buy if you want. Now then, to the racing. Well, it is worth pointing out that this car belongs to Neil. We built it up for him and we took it along to Leighton Buzzard Model Car Club for him to race. Now then, this car was still as stock. He did buy the Fast Tracks oil-filled shocks, but chose to run the stock shocks for the first outing. So this is a really good reflection of how a TT02 stock out the box would run. The only change we really made to the car was tyres, because every car at the club runs pretty much the same set of tyres. Therefore, it was a level playing field in that sense. So, for me personally, it was probably my worst night's racing, well, for as long as I can remember really. I had some serious car trouble in the first round of the heats, which saw me right at the bottom of the pecking order. Fortunately for me, I was able to improve in the second round and I managed to qualify 4th overall. But the finals were, again, rather hectic and I was a little bit unlucky. Anyway, back to the TT02. So, Neil, it is worth noting that Neil owns Sundon models and he does know how to drive a car. This was his first outing with the Tamiya TT02. And he didn't really know what to expect. And you know what? He did very well. If you have a look at round 2, you can see here that the top boys, which is Steve and Mark, were both getting around 23 laps. I managed to get 22 laps along with Frank, who again is a very seasoned driver. Neil, however, a little bit off the pace there with 20 laps. But when you compare that to all the other races, there were 16 racers in this class on the night, he actually qualified 5th overall, which is a fantastic first run of the car. It's worth noting that pretty much every other car running in this class has already upgraded to the aluminium shocks and made other small changes to the cars. So a stock TT02 is more than capable straight out the box. And there's a lot to be said for driver skill and driver ability. When it came to the finals, rather than being split into 3 like in the heats, they were clubbed together into 2 finals with 8 cars in each. And this meant there were a lot of cars on a very tight track, and I think at some stage or another everyone got caught up in traffic and was taken out. When we talk about fastest laps, it's fair to say the TT02 was not the quickest car out there. This was mainly due to the fact it was running the stock gearing. There are a couple of other cars on the night who were running slightly higher gearing to give slightly better top end speed. But for consistency, the car did fantastically well around the track. So, disappointing evening for me, very good evening for the TT02. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, hit the old ding dong bell, and we'll see you again soon.